On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. All right, guys, welcome back to another segment. You know the way we'll do it now. We're always here to give guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. You know the matter now. Today is what? Wednesday.
Yeah.
And also, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. But over here is morning because it's morning now. Am I right?
Nigeria.
Yeah, it's morning. All right. Tomorrow Chelsea will be playing Gent, and we have a lot to look at for tomorrow because that happiness is still inside of us.
Yeah, the form
is. And also, Newcastle won their game yesterday, so that means you are going to be playing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup 5th round, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to be playing Newcastle again. We played them last season.
Would I say it's too early for us to face them off now? Because I think we need to build in. I'm looking at Chelsea winning this Carabao Cup this period.
Okay.
Understand? So another thing that can help you as a team is if you are playing a smaller team where you are going up and up and up. But nevertheless, it's a challenge for us. Yeah. We have to win. Then Newcastle held Man City to a 1-1 draw last week, so it's not going to be an easy game.
Exactly.
But with this new tactics Maresca has brought and the level of quality we have at our squad, we have to win them. Obviously, we have to win Newcastle.
Sure. All right. Then this other thing again on our table, talking about Reece James. But before we talk about Reece James, Enzo Maresca press conference will be done today by 1 p.m. So after the press conference, we'll come back and analyze one or two things he said about the players or about the game that will be coming up tomorrow. So Reece James on his Instagram post yesterday, he said that, long story short, I'm doing well. Hope to see you soon.
The soon no get date. There's no date on the soon. You're supposed to put dates now because with James now, we cannot predict anything with James again. You talk about soon. There has to be a date as to when he's coming back because I remember the last time there was a press release concerning his injury.
Yeah.
I think they said that they don't know the date yet that he will be coming back.
Yeah.
And that could only mean one thing. The injury is going to be for a long term. You understand? But nevertheless, I don't think Chelsea is overly complete without James. Yes.
Why do you say so?
Because, for every position at Chelsea now, there's always a second person playing.
Yeah.
And currently now we have Gusto playing as our right back, as our traditional right back. And James is the only traditional right back that we have, first team traditional right back.
Yeah.
Aside Archie Pong, I won't count him in now yet.
Okay.
So I feel like James has that experience is there, and that leadership qualities is still there too. You understand? That maturity in James is still there. And when you have somebody like James in your team, it just provides an all-round stability. You understand? It just provides an all-round stability. But the problem now is just this injury issue. And we cannot, sorry to say, but we cannot really count on Gusto every time. You understand? We can't really count on Gusto every time. And definitely there are so many games at Chelsea. And if you put Gusto out to play as the right back for every single one of our games this season, it's going to be disturbing to him. You don't want an injury for Gusto that will last like the way James is going now. So for you to do that, there has to always be rotation. So I just wish for James to come back very soon.
Now I see the reason why Maresca decided to remove some players from the UEFA Conference League competition.
Yeah. Yes, fair enough. But let's not that Kopama removal. I don't even know because if we get to the quarterfinals and get to the semi-finals, definitely we'll meet some tough teams to play. I'm not saying that our second team is not strong enough.
He's not saying that he cannot still include.
But I beg. We don't cover them completely.
All right, I saw a post from PYS via Metro Sports. Initially when I saw that post yesterday, I was skeptical. I was like, what was this guy saying? I was like angry. I don't want to get angry already. It made me angry last season after scoring a hat-trick, I beat 2 goals against us last season.
Okay.
Talking about Kai Havertz. He said something. He said that it's a good moment for me in my career and something I am always going to think about. But it would be even nicer if I can do with Arsenal, and it would mean more. He's talking about winning the Champions League with Arsenal.
That can never happen, or will it even happen in our lifetime?
That is him winning it with Chelsea. He thinks about it. But him winning it Arsenal will be better, more nicer.
Oh God.
That means even the Kai Havertz, if we are to twist this talk now, one way or the other, Kai Havertz they miss Chelsea.
That is it now, because every player that has left Chelsea has something good to say about Chelsea.
Yes.
It just go around. Every player that has left or played for Chelsea before, they have something good. They even have better memories with Chelsea than their previous clubs. But for Kai Havertz
I was even surprised that Fabregas,
Oliver Giroud, Fernando Torres. Those guys, ask them about their football playing career. They will tell you that one of their best times in playing football was at Chelsea, even though they had bigger careers or longer playing time at their old clubs. But when it comes to Kai Havertz, I just feel like there is something probably Chelsea did to this guy. This guy is not telling us. Seriously.
Because even last season, when he celebrated against
us.
It was painful. I was like, come on, what be this?
We gave you the Champions League, brother. I mean, I ain't the team because I ain't score goal. I ain't the team.
No, that's goal when he scored. They carry him along.
Oh my God. Because after that season, Kai Havertz was shit. I won't lie to you. After the Champions League winning season, the following season, Kai Havertz was shit to Chelsea.
Kai Havertz was not.
And the only reason why people were just saying, "Oh, he's a top player, is this and that, is the guy," is because of the fact that he scored the Champions League winning goal.
Or is he saying this because of Arteta has remodeled him? According to some people.
Even though another coach has remodeled you have to respect at least the team that gave you trophies. At Chelsea, he won the Champions League, won the Super Cup, and won the Club World Cup. That is enough reason for you to
cannot win
be respectful. And it's still something that cannot happen. No matter how good Arsenal is now. The highest I can say, okay, is if Chelsea or Liverpool fumbles, definitely Man City is not even looking like they are ready to compete as per the way they were last season for the league. Then you can say, okay, Arsenal are the favourite to win this current Premier League. That's the only thing I see Arsenal winning. That is if these other clubs are not stepping up. Then you just coming out and just discrediting Chelsea for what Chelsea did for you. Chelsea was the people that, at least gave you a little bit of a PR or something. Now a coach comes in or an owner come in and said, you are not fit for the club's project again. That doesn't mean that you should resent the club or hate the club or say bad things.
Everything about Kai Havertz was Chelsea is like you said, he said there's something internal that we don't know.
Yeah, he should come out and say that it is now.
No matter how he be, even look at this guy last season when this guy scored against Chelsea. What's his name?
Kovacic scored against us.
Kovacic scored.
He didn't celebrate.
He respected himself. Yeah. This guy scored. Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah.
He respected himself. Even though his teammates, no.
Yes,
calm down.
And this same Hudson-Odoi, we even we throw him. Kovacic we throw him too.
You understand? They respected. But when he score, I don't say when we meet Arsenal this season.
We need to
guy.
But that your defense, that your defense strong.
Talking about that, their defense. So Lampard said something yesterday. Because we were hearing about people comparing Saliba and Gabriel with Carvalho and John Terry. Lampard said something. He said that on Saliba and Gabriel versus Chelsea legendary defense. No, not yet. Maybe if they win 2 or 3 Premier Leagues and Champions League, you can compare them.
Some comparisons, it weak me.
It's annoying.
It weak me. I wonder how people just come up with some certain things.
It's annoying.
They want to come out trophies from comparison. But apart from trophies, if we check the amount of goals that Terry and Carvalho considered in a season as the bedrock of Chelsea defense and compare, I hope you know that the Premier League in those days was more brutal than now. Maybe say person fit stay from in own half, shoot ball inside, wire ball for inside net. I wonder what we are using to make football those days. The ball will be flying like the way it. See, you cannot compare Gabriel and Saliba to John Terry and Carvalho now. That is the height of insult. That's the height of insult. How many trophies have they won together? That's what you should ask yourself. How many goals have they conceded? You understand? Terry and Carvalho won the Premier League back to back with Jose Mourinho. Back to back Premier League titles. Considered, I think one of the seasons that they played together, Chelsea considered only 15 goals
in a season.
in a whole season.
Nobody.
No Premier
League club has done that.
So what has Gabriel and Salim? Yes, quite alright, they are good. What have they done compared to Terry and Carvalho?
And that makes me so think of, it's like one day we'll just sit down and start talking about some untold things that Chelsea has done.
Yeah, because
people don't really see. The only thing that when they say Chelsea, they think that we are only brag about we win 1-2 Champions League.
Yeah.
There's some certain record that Chelsea have set that people don't know that we need to, like this 15 goals now.
Yeah.
There's some people that don't know that Chelsea played one full season conceding only. How many goals have we considered this season? This only Chelsea.
It's not up to 7, 2 against Man City, 1 against Crystal Palace, 2 against Wolves. How many that count now? That's 5. And 2 against Brighton. That's 7.
That's 7.
That's 7 goals. Come on.
Club concede 15.
And this is just like this season now. We just played only 6 games. We have almost 32 games to go. This is funny. It's very, very funny. But I think about it, it's very, very funny.
They should not do that.
They shouldn't do that.
They should not do that. There's some comparison that doesn't make sense. That doesn't even sit well. Just like waking up in the morning and one day you would just hear somebody saying that, okay, because Raya won the Golden Glove last season. Now, coming this season, he won the Golden Glove. The next thing you hear is that Raya is better than Peter Cech.
We go shut down football. We go shut down football.
He said we'll shut down football.
For the year.
Why we go shut down football?
Because they don't see. People are insulting legends too much. And I know legendary status doesn't count in terms of comparison.
Yeah.
Let me just be honest with you. But facts is better than truth. Even truth and facts are the normal things we should be looking at concerning something like this. So we shouldn't, when it comes to Cech and Raya, that is not even a discussion at all. It's not a discussion at all.
All right. This one that I want to deliberate on right now. This is the last one. Is maybe it's going to shake the table. Some people will not find it funny, but it's not coming from me. It's not coming from you. It's coming from John Obi Mikel. He said something about Enzo Fernandez. He said that there is a player there. We have seen that when Enzo Fernandez played with Argentina, there is a player there, but it's just not working so far for Chelsea Football Club. That means he's talking like when Enzo plays for Argentina, you tend to see Enzo 10/10.
Okay.
But when Enzo plays for Chelsea, you tend to see Enzo 2/10 or 5/10. If I'm to wrap up this conversation in a layman understanding,
I'll tell you what. First of all, John Obi Mikel, respect to him.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll just say when he makes some kind of statement, he should be technical and analytical about it.
Okay.
And when you say Enzo Fernandez, you don't see it working for Chelsea. You have to give us a reason. Like where is it not working for Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea? Like when we spoke about Enzo Fernandez, last time I spoke about Enzo Fernandez,
we gave our fact. We gave
some certain things that he cannot mark. He doesn't run back. Well, see, for the past 2 games, I've been impressed with Enzo Fernandez. I think that he's coming into the game, into this Chelsea squad a little bit. For the past 2 games, I've been impressed.
And embracing the garment of wearing the garment of leadership.
Leadership, because I think there was a podcast where there was a Chelsea player that was being asked, who would you recommend as per leader in the Chelsea team? And he said Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez. I'm not sure it's just because he wears the captain armband, but probably the way he does in the training session and everything. So, personally, I've been impressed with the last 2 games Enzo Fernandez has played. Like, I see the maturity growing into the game. I see those passes. Apart from Kopama making the passes, he's the one doing it. See, he's the one doing those passes. Yes, he cannot mark. He cannot really defend. But
He
the
cannot
basic
retrieve
the,
balls.
the basic things that we require from him, he's doing it. And there's not much loophole. Only where Chelsea is vulnerable, I think is when Caicedo is not in his game or he's not in form.
All right.
But Caicedo is doing the basic things he's supposed to be doing, and Enzo Fernandez is just there making passes and recovering balls. And I think he's the bedrock of the tactical plays of Chelsea.
All right.
So for
Well,
me, I don't really agree with that statement for now.
I guess we'll end it here for now. We'll come back later after Enzo Maresca press conference. So, guys, do well to like, share, subscribe. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.